Here's Laura Scholes.
And Laura hitting, I think, a 7-iron there. And that's plenty of club. Maybe a little bit too much. But after everybody else came up short, she wasn't going to do that.
Remember, I said closest, whether you're on the green or not, would appear as we see a replay of Dan Jennings' shot.
Yeah, and remember, Dan hit an 8-iron and just hopped it on the right-hand side of the green, Tom. And his was about, I would say, right in the neighborhood of about 15 and a half feet. And you see it over there on the right-hand side.
Yes.
It did stay on the green, but our requirements don't actually make it so that you have to be on the green.
No,
just the closest
to the
closest.
pin. Yeah.
So here's Diane, and she hit her 9-iron right at the flagstick, okay? It took one hop and finished just short of the green, but she was 15 feet 2 inches, and the Big Dan was 15 feet 7 inches. So she beat him by almost about a half of a foot and took home the Trader
Well,
Joe's.
as we watched Levine coming out of his bunker, bear in mind, they came down together. They've been long, close friends for a long time.
Yeah.
They'll be able to explain why Diane got it to one another. There'll be no hard feelings. That's a pretty good bunker shot. I don't know that you'd want a dozen of those, Andy.
No, it's downhill coming out of that bunker, and this is really kind of beach sand, so it's very coarse sand, and you'll see little pebbles and rocks come out of there showering down on the green, and it's pretty tough. You can't spin the ball from a downhill shot like that. Very difficult to do.
All right, now Laura, remember now this team from Morgan Creek is 2 down. They'd like to get something in that cup right now to make this match a little more binding.
It's a long birdie effort, breaking left to right, coming back up the green there. Ooh, a little aggressive there.
Yeah, I don't think she's ever left one short. I mean, that's not her style. Meantime, Mitch Thomas. Oh, boy. He just can't quite read him, can he?
No.
Having trouble today. And now we turn to Jennings. Almost got the Trader Joe's $100 certificate. Almost made that for birdie. I believe that's a pick it up and put it in your pocket, though, or you'll tap in
I think so,
for par. And here's Diane putting for birdie. Missed it, but the team from L.A. Country Club assured of its 3. They have a 2-up lead, and now Danny Levine coming out of the bunker trying to make par, Andy.
Oh, boy, that looked good, but just broke. Yeah. It's unusual for a putt to break that much to the front of the green, but
it did.
Well, he'll take that away. They haven't got par yet, have
Not
they,
yet,
Tom?
no. Maybe Laura can drill this one for him. Thank you. Oh, Lord, I thought the lady had made that. Oh,
well, quite a bit of pressure on their pro now, Tom.
Well, come on, Mitch. This little guy's a great player. He's played all over the world. Very nice. Very solid effort there. He gets the par for the team from Morgan Creek. However, Southern California, some of the folks taking their horses out for a little beach time stroll, still is 2 up, and Diane Irvin has the Trader Joe's certificate. Andy, will you do the honors?
Well, Diane, as we say down here, muy bueno. You'll have 1,300 pesos from Trader Joe's, $100.
Sounds a lot better, 1,300.
It does, yeah. Nice job. There was a nice shot, came up just short of the green, but we don't qualify by having to be on the green.
No, you said just closest.
That's right.
That's right.
And I think you beat Dan by about 8 or 9 inches.
Well, that's okay.
You going to share it with Dan and Marcy?
No.
No, I don't blame you.
I won.
Excellent job there.
Great.
Now the team is 2 up with 3 to go. You're just going to cruise in, or you think?
Oh, no. Yeah. We're going to put the hammer down.
All right.
Or try, anyway.
Well, best of luck the rest of the way.
All right. Thank you.
Job.
Thanks, and thanks for the gift certificate.
You are welcome.
Appreciate it.
The reason so many tour pros and amateurs are switching to Srixon golf balls is simple. They're better. The core is the engine of the ball. A bigger core means greater distance. We make the biggest core in golf. When it comes to feel, you need a soft cover. We make the softest cover in the game. And we're leading the way in visual performance with pure white and tour yellow.
Because what you see better, you play better.
Make the switch to Srixon. Play a better ball.
The Hilton Hotels Los Cabos Beach and Golf Resort is your home for the best of all worlds in the Baja Peninsula. From secluded beaches to a spacious infinity pool to a relaxing horseback ride or a round of golf just across the street at the Cabo Real. It's all there, within your reach and complemented by friendly service with a personal touch. Enjoy Cabo the Hilton way. Paradise, just a few hours from home.
This is where I discovered how determined she is. This is where I learned how confident they are. This is where I noticed how much they've grown.
This is where I realized we have so much to learn from each other.
Mexico, the place you thought you knew.
Welcome back to Cabo Real Golf Club, and welcome back to Cabo, and look out at the Sea of Cortez. In the meantime, we have got 3 holes to play in this North-South Championship match. LA 2 up over the team from Morgan Creek up near Sacramento. The North Andy has had a big time holding on to this championship down through the years. I think they've won it 3 in a row, but they're going to have to do something here if they're going to break the hold that Schaefer and company from LACC's got on this. We're on the 16th hole. That was the second shot of Danny Levine. Very nicely done. And Mitch Thomas off the tee in the bunker. The pro's second shot. Oh, mercy. Now that looked like he was going to hold it, Andy. And look at how that spin took it back another 8-9 feet. That's too bad. That's unlucky.
Well, it did. You can spin it a lot more out of a fairway bunker usually, Tom, than you can out of the fairway, and unfortunately had too much spin. Now, there's a huge drive from Dan Jennings, and he's only got 56 yards left, but he left that woefully short from down there.
Yeah, he'll be talking to himself or looking at that wedge for a moment. Well, he's been good with that flat stick, Andy. Maybe it'll help him out once again. Nice effort, but par is as good as he can do.
Yeah, and Tommy couldn't get very aggressive because his teammates kind of struggled on this hole, but it sure looks like Morgan Creek has got almost a gimme birdie here from either their pro or their male amateur. Let's see who can make it first.
Well, Thomas hit just an absolutely sensational shot, and it spun all the way back to there after almost going in.
Oh, you gotta hit it.
Boy.
That was into the grain. Anytime you're putting away from the Sea of Cortez, Tom, you're putting uphill into the grain, and that makes it a lot slower than you might guess. Now, Danny's putting downhill, side hill with the grain. Gonna be quick. Oh, he hit it right through the
Wow.
break.
Wow.
You know what? He looked like he got up over that putt awfully fast to me, Tom. Like he was nervous about it or just wasn't confident on the read.
Well, that tells the story. LACC 2 up over Morgan Creek. We've played 7 holes of the match. We're moving along to the 17th hole here as you gaze out at the Sea of Cortez. A par 4, 436 for the men, 339 for the women. Still not too late for Morgan Creek to rally and tie this and maybe go to the Andy Tunney dreaded chip-off or something.
We might have to do that here.
At any rate, the 17th is a par 4. 436 for the men, 339 for the women. We turn to Mitch Thomas. About time something good happened to this little guy, Andy. Big drive.
Nice tee shot, 6-iron from 177. Well, usually when you take one hand off of the club there, you're not very happy with the result, and that comes up short and left, Tom, and that's going to be an interesting chip. Flag is way down front today.
Danny Levine, who just missed a birdie opportunity a moment ago, probably still thinking about that a little bit. Nice drive, his second shot.
6-iron also from 171 coming up the hill and just barely trickles that on the front of the green, but that's a nice angle to putt from because you're putting uphill rather than downhill.
Now Jim Schaefer in his St. Patrick's Day shirt, kind of moving the calendar up a little bit, huh?
Yeah, this is 7-iron from 165, Tom, up the hill, downwind. I don't know if it's enough. It is, but look at how much this green rolls off to the golfer's left, and that might not even stay on. Barely does, but wait till you see the break on that putt.
Well, he and Mitch can talk and hold hands over there and commiserate with one another. Mitch is even farther to the left. Laura Scholes, her second shot, and that is not up to her game. Hit it far enough,
yeah,
and she's over there with the pro. But really not a good shot, and Laura a much better player than that. Diane Irvin, her second shot.
After a nice tee shot, a little 8-iron from 130 yards, and this better look out too, Tom. Oh, boy. That's why they call it a collection area.
Well, it certainly is living up to its name, no question about it. Danny Levine with an effort in just a bit. He's on the putting surface. Here's Diane Irvin.
I'm not sure about putting this one, Tom, because, it breaks so much before it gets on the green and it's into the green.
And bobbled and bounced and did a lot of strange things. You'd think that with her skill, carrying it on the putting surface, giving it a chance to roll out as well. I don't know. That's for good players. That's the only reason I mentioned it. She's a very good player. Here's Mitch Thomas, and I tell you, his game has gone south on him.
Well, as Mr. Palmer once said, your worst putt will be as good as your best chip. That obviously wasn't his best chip there.
No, but look at him. Now, that gives you a little idea.
That's got to be a fine, isn't it?
Is that a fine?
I don't know.
I
don't think so.
Oh, now that might be. He kicked it. I thought he dropped it is all. It was just a drop. All right, Laura Scholes now. She's got the putter, and
it's going to get a little closer, but not very close.
No.
It's a good thing Dan
is on the green.
Yeah,
Remember now, Morgan Creek is 2 down. Here's Schaefer from the edge of the green. He's got the putter in hand.
Watch this thing break from left to right, and, well, he gave it enough. There it goes, still breaking.
Well, he saw enough come up short. He wasn't going. That wasn't going to be his story.
No.
All right, here's Laura now, still trying to make par.
Oh, look at that. That was a heck of a two-putt after all.
Hello. Now, that 4 could be very, very important because I don't see anybody from LA Country Club that looking that good.
No.
Here's Levine. He could nail this for 3.
Uphill, right to left.
Oh,
Yeah.
What a lovely effort. So Morgan Creek is creeping back into this match. A North and South Championship indeed. That's going to take the Southern California team, LACC, just 1 up, leading by 1 through 8. And Danny Levine tells the pro all about that putting stroke. Pretty, isn't it?
Well, Danny, great birdie there. I tell you what, a lot of pressure on that putt because if you guys don't make that and LA makes one of their par putts, this baby's
it's
over.
over with, yeah. Thank you. I got Laura to go first. It freed me up a little bit.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was do or die.
Yeah. Well, even though it freed you up, that baby didn't slam into the back of the hole. It just kind of crawled over the front edge.
It was a little more uphill. It didn't look like it was, but it just crawled in the edge.
You know, the tendency is when you have a pressure putt is to leave them short. Was that in the back of your mind? Because Mitch left one short the last hole, didn't he?
Well, the last hole I did the opposite, and I hit it a little through the break. Yeah, I hit it right where I wanted, just a little too firm. And this one, I just wanted to kind of give it a chance. What can you do?
Well, way to go.
Thank you.
You're down to the last hole here. Now you count 2 out
balls.
of the 3, so don't forget that.
Hey, we got a fighting chance. That's all you can ask for.
All right, good luck.
Thank you.
This portion of the TV Team Golf Championship in Cabo is being brought to you by Baja Sur Tourism. Come back to Baja. By Alaska Airlines and Avis Rental Cars. Alaska and Avis let you arrive in style. By Puerto Los Cabos and Cabo Real Golf Courses. 3 distinguished architects, 3 distinctive designs. And by Best for Golf, your connection for the best golf getaways in Mexico. Welcome back. I'm Tom Kelly along with the pro Andy Tooney. Welcome to Cabo Real. We're down here in Baja, California, where the North and the South are meeting in our TV Team Championship match for the state of California. Come to the 18th. It's a match now, Andy. 1 up, LA Country Club over Morgan Creek, and we got a great par 5 to finish on. I've never designed a golf course, but I tell you, I start with a par 5, I finish with a par 5.
I would too, yes.
And a great distance. Boy, now, a lot of good stuff could happen here. Well, he told you how he made that birdie. What's Danny Levine got for his second shot?
255 going up the hill. He can hit it that far because it is a little bit downwind, even though it's uphill. Remember, Tom, we count the 2 best balls from the Freesome team here to total up their score for match play. So if Morgan Creek can make a birdie and a par and LA only makes a couple of pars, we've got a tie.
We got a big hitter here in Dan Jennings. What a good player this guy is, and he just nailed that. And his second shot, what did he have?
He hit 3-wood,
wow.
and that's going to come up short,
Hmm.
and that's going to be a tricky little pitch or putt or whatever he decides to do.